Hey guys, I just thought I would take a moment to discuss what happened in Afghanistan 2 years ago. The U.S. was defeated, and I'm going to discuss the various blunders that the U.S. made that contributed to this defeat. The Let's start with the what I think was the biggest blunder. Not just handing Afghanistan over to the Northern Alliance after the fall of the Taliban in 2001, at the end of 2001. They should have just been given Afghanistan and said, do what you want, we'll just go after Al-Qaeda and the Taliban if they get in our way. However, this did not happen. The U.S. attempted to establish a democracy. There will be more on this problem immediately after this segment. The Northern Alliance fought the Taliban for years, and they controlled a sizable piece of the country for years. They had been fighting them in a civil war for years, and they controlled the northern part of Afghanistan for years. So they were obviously, from the get-go, a much better bet than the Afghan National Army, which capitulated after only a month. And frankly, it's like, now I'll admit I don't like Biden, but when he withdrew, it was pretty much the only prudent thing to do. It was the best option. Anyhow, the second mistake was operating under the assumption that everyone wanted what we had. Truth is, some people like to live under a religious theocracy. They don't want to be free. And frankly, it's like those bombs don't care what the U.S. Air Force or U.S. Navy or the artillery shells that the Army and the Marine Corps drop. Don't care what they blow up. They kill people. They kill civilians. They kill women. They kill children, even children. And that's not a good way to become Mr. Popular. I'm sorry, it's just not. The third blunder was trying to quell the Taliban insurgency in the first place. The problem with that is that, as Napoleon said, time is the grand element in warfare, and when you're fighting an insurgency, time is not on your side. Because the insurgency, they can just keep going and going and going, especially in Afghanistan. The Taliban and the rebels that are resisting them in Afghanistan now are probably the most combat-hardened forces the world has ever seen, because they have been fighting nonstop their whole lives. And now that the U.S. is gone, they will continue to fight nonstop. It's just that simple. They have unlimited endurance. It's how Rocky Marciano never lost a match. His endurance was just incredible. And it's just what we need to do is, again, it's the world, except the world doesn't want what we have. And we need to make provisions for that. We need to stop nation building and go back to the old way of doing things, punitive expeditions. These would it's basically like a special forces or special operations raid. Just go in, fuck shit up, move out, and repeat as many times as needed. It's the way we need to do things, and we need to accept that not everybody wants what we have. And it's just, there are probably a few more mistakes, more than I mentioned. And I just hope this video gets seen by the right people, and we modify the way we fight war. Otherwise, we will sacrifice needless amounts of money and needlessly throw away the lives of our soldiers, sailors, airmen, Marines, etc., over nothing. And another mistake that the final thing I'll bring up is the fact that we underestimate the level of corruption that existed in the Afghan National Army and the Afghan government in general. President Ghani, the second and subsequently last president of Afghanistan, flew away, wrote a book called Fixing Failed States, and because of that, we decided to make him president. And he was a lecturer at Berkeley and all that jazz. He was a United States citizen before he renounced his citizenship to become president of Afghanistan. And when his country fell around him, he flew away like a little bitch with a bunch of money in his aircraft. It was so late. It had so much money in it that he stole that they had to dump a lot of it out on the runway just to get the plane airborne. And right now, he's living a life of luxury in some Gulf state. I can't remember which one that coward flew to. But, anyway, it's just we bet on the wrong things, and our soldier and the whole country paid the price. Anyhow, I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Be good, y'all.